right, good afternoon, everyone. As usual, drop the questions in the Q&A. Another one of those days for me. Very busy morning, a lot going on. And then I'm also working on this podcast studio so that I can get out of the dark here. So anyway, hit me with questions. I'm going to focus on Q&A mainly just because of time. I didn't really have time to get a bunch of articles ready. I admit, a lot of interesting news flow out there. Nice to see coronavirus stuff kind of getting a little bit better, and nice to see all these higher priced earnings winners. I would say that something I talk to newer traders all the time about is keep an eye on earnings season. Focus on earnings season. I mean, it's 6 weeks long, 4 times a year. It's roughly half the year. I mean, I think a lot of newer traders are like, oh, well, if I only focus on earnings season, that's only part of the year. Well, it ends up being almost half the year we have earnings plays. And if you look at stuff, I mean, Zoom is an incredible example. Another one we're watching is RXT, still watching RXT over 23. So a lot of these earnings winners have been amazing. RKT, yes, Cathedra. I'm very, very interested in what RKT can do. Did a worksheet in the steady trade sessions talking about RKT. I've gone on many times on these briefings how much I really think that was a very well-timed IPO. Congrats to Rocket Mortgage. They did it right. I'm a huge Dan Gilbert fan. And, record low interest rates, home ownership exploding. So I'm very bullish RKT for sure. And RXT. RXT was last night's earnings winner. So, all right, let's get to work here. And let's get some Q&A just because, again, I didn't have that many articles to get ready. Let me jump over here, make sure I'm muted. What about VVPR? Is it dead? Failed red to green. So we talked about VVPR this morning. I said, hey, definitely a potential red to green on VVPR, but I was very cautious because it's day 3. I mean, this stock, VVPR, moved 90% because of shorts. And when you get into day 3 of a short squeeze, you're going to get that fading momentum. So is VVPR dead? Probably. I mean, it's day 3. It's day 3 of a short squeeze. At some point, reality sets in, and VVPR is not a good company. This is a classic piece of crap penny stock. But the beauty is, you could have bought it 2 or 4 or 6 or 8. Okay, there's so many opportunities on the front side. Now you got fading volume. Now you got a failed red to green. Now is the time to short VVPR. So, what do you think about IZEA? IZEA is about to break support at 1. So, number 1, 2 failed spikes recently. And this thing is struggling to hold 1. So, what are my thoughts on IZEA? Either avoid it, or if you're bag holding, it's time to move on. IZEA, dead meat. Zoom, best earnings winner. Yes, it was amazing. Please address how we should adjust our trading strategies when the impending crash happens. What impending crash? What impending crash? I can always tell when people read zero hedge, okay? Do you guys realize zero hedge has been wrong for 13 years, okay? Zero hedge has been calling for a market crash since 2007. Bring up a 15-year chart of the S&P 500. Okay? Allow me to do it for you. Zero Hedge started calling market crash back there. Now, the market has pulled back. It's pulled back as recently as this spring. But impending crash. Oh my God. Oh. Walmart before or after TikTok? Well, I mean, I think Walmart. So from a philosophical standpoint, I think what Walmart with the stay-at-home orders and the shutdown orders, I kind of think I wasn't in love with the idea that mom and pop shops were forced to close, but Walmart was allowed to stay open. Okay, I'm not in love with that, but the simple fact is Walmart is a huge beneficiary of the stay-at-home orders. It's reflected in the chart. I mean, this thing, Walmart was never forced to close. Everyone was forced to stay home. They need supplies, etc. So I'm very bullish Walmart, even though, I mean, I'm bullish Walmart from a price action perspective. I think it's kind of unfortunate that mom and pop businesses were forced to close, but Walmart wasn't. And I do think the TikTok news is very bullish. So the question was, do you buy Walmart before or after TikTok? Probably both. It's probably a buy before and after. It's an all-time high. I mean, let's look at the 20-year chart of Walmart. Yeah, I mean, all-time high. And they might be buying TikTok. So, Gogo. I like Gogo. It's the only thing I don't like about Gogo is, let me drop this line. So strictly from a technical standpoint, I see basically a quadruple top at 675-ish, okay? So I do like Gogo, but I would, if you played the gap up yesterday, so this was a great multi-month gap up yesterday. So Gogo, awesome overnight. And I think we talked about, I talked about Gogo with the Steady Trade team, I think. But anyway, if you played it yesterday, I think it's a great breakout. But I would probably be selling here because of the fact that strictly from a chart perspective, you got a quadruple top at 675. AMTX. Sanitizer play. Again, I'm not a big fan of this chart because it's got resistance everywhere. I don't hate it. Great volume today, 24 million shares. I just think this is going to struggle to break. So I would say this. I don't hate AMTX. I just think it's going to struggle to break out. That's going to be my biggest point. Yeah, Mara is moving because Bitcoin is back over 12,000. Bitcoin was moving. Did Bitcoin break back out or not? Bitcoin over 12,000. So yeah, Mara is definitely a play. Mara, Riot are kind of the two main movers. So here's the thing. With Bitcoin over 12,000, Mara breaking 275, you could probably risk a VWAP fail on Mara. So Mara, let's see, BTC back over 12K. Mara looking good here at 275. Risk on VWAP. Whoops. VWAP fail, 260-ish. Goal, 3+. Go Bitcoin. Go, 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 go. If you were tracking red to green moves, would you include VVPR even though it never really got going? So Charlie, I'm assuming you're asking about today. And that's a very valid question, Charlie, because again, I know I said VVR is a potential red to green, and I know it failed. The biggest point I want to make is it's not even day 3. Why do I keep saying day 3? It's more like day 1, 2, 3, day 10 on VVPR. So at some point, the chickens are going to come home to roost, as they say. And I don't know if I would consider VVPR after it pulled back, after it gapped down again. I don't know if I would consider this a quote unquote perfect red to green. Friday, yesterday, great setups. I don't know about today just because we're so far along. I think the crowd just moved on, okay? How do you play RKT with earnings tomorrow? Listen, here's the thing with RKT. As much as I like RKT, don't play earnings guessing games. React. And I'm telling you, guys and gals, the best example I can give you is a Zoom, okay? Earnings came out and the stock was at 325. Okay? Buy the breakouts. Buy the high volume moves. Don't play guessing games before earnings. You could have bought Zoom at 360, 400, 420, 450. We talked about the dip and rip on Zoom this morning. You could have bought at 460 and sold for $10, $15 a share. And hell, Zoom just reclaimed VWAP right now. So keep in mind, the different thing is, if you're in RKT and you got a buffer, okay, so this is the point I want to make, and this is what I will finish on for today. And by the way, where's all the drinking game guys at? I'm pretty sure, I'm like 90% sure I let one slip. Where's all the drinking game guys? Where are they at? Anyway, my point is, if you have a buffer with RKT, that's different than buying 5 minutes before earnings. So I don't know. If you're in RKT at 20, 21, 22, 25, then you can risk holding into earnings. Otherwise, if you have no position on RKT, wait for the number to come out, react. Don't play guessing games. They all passed out. Fair enough. The drinking game guys all passed out. So I'm working on it though. I'm pretty sure I only let one slip. So, all right, guys, I'm going to go back to work on the podcast studio. And as always, check out the Steady Trade team. I'll see you in the morning. Sorry I didn't have more news articles, but I'm trying to get this thing done so I can get this mess put back together and get my lighting improved and everything. So, all right, have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you all next time.